My next upload for today is with regard to individuals that are experiencing offences of any sort in any vendetta of hate crime, as I'm experiencing, that also is a part of a treasonous offence against my O'Regan and O'Higgins bloodline. So as I've mentioned, there's been a wide and varied, innumerable amount of offences that I've experienced since 2016. I would find it interesting for everyone to assess and calculate the actual number of offences that I've experienced. In my previous upload, I just highlighted the amount of millions that have been stolen from me also. So that's a huge amount of fortune that's been stolen from me, and that has been stipulated in an impact statement, 2 impact statements, and several ombudsman application forms also. So along with these matters that I have relayed to the relevant agencies since 2017, there have also been personal belongings of mine stolen that I'm still awaiting for the relevant agents to address. The belongings of mine include the belongings of my child also. Very precious keepsakes and memorabilia have been stolen, very precious items, and they have all been mentioned in 2 impact statements that I'm still awaiting for the relevant agents to address and to assist in locating. So the issue of trespassers and intruders into personal spaces and private property has also been an issue that I'm still awaiting to be addressed, and most pertinently and most seriously is the issue of retaliatory offences that are occurring by individuals that are avoiding the issue of all those millions that they've stolen from me and my personal belongings. So I'm just really curious with regard to this entire matter. I'm a law-abiding citizen, and I'm just wondering who are the collective individuals that are obstructing justice, perverting justice, insisting on conducting retaliatory offences, and insisting on exacerbating their offences. So I'm just really curious where my wealth is. I'm curious about where my child is, and I'm curious about where my personal belongings are. I'm also curious about who has been trespassing into my private properties, and I'm also curious about the delay for the past 3 years since 2017, 2 impact statements and several ombudsman application forms. I'm very curious also with regard to the individuals that have been exploiting very sacred light of a universal light worker for projects and endeavours they have had no consent to utilise in any shape or form. So this is a very serious issue. Identity theft, theft of creative intellectual property and personal belongings of my child and I since 2016 are all very serious matters that I'm still awaiting to be addressed. So I'd appreciate it if the relevant agents of society would uphold duties, obligations, etc., and locate my wealth, fortune and belongings.